Welcome to Carton House, home for the 2015 Irish Open Matchplay Championship. The finals will be contested on the Markham course with its narrow fairways, sloping greens, wonderful setting. All these players have battled through their county championships throughout the summer months to get to this stage. And after 3 days of competition, we will identify our winners for the singles and also for the 4-ball championship.
I'm here now, this is my 13th year here now in Carton House. When I came here, we had no hotel, so that came on stream in 2005, 2006. As you know, we've had 3 Irish Opens, we've had a number of amateur events on as well, and we're now hosting the Irish Open Matchplay, which is absolutely fantastic.
They've battled hard throughout the summer to get here. They'd like to get out a little bit early, practice, get their swing going basically, and get off to a good start.
So here we have Aidan Thornton representing Louth and Richard Dignam representing Wicklow. First to lead us off in the Irish Open Matchplay. What do you know about the O'Meara course?
Not too much. I haven't played it before, so first time. So
just that the Irish rugby team are down here. If it's good enough for them, it's good enough for us.
Okay, good stuff. Now representing Clare, Andrew Mason and Tipperary, Pat Ryan. Tell me, what's your view of the course?
It's a hard enough course. Plenty of fairway bunkers. Enough to catch a golf ball nearly on every hole.
Playing very long, you certainly get rewarded once you stay on the fairway. So if not, watch out.
Okay, representing Offaly from Poland, Arthur Granishtak. You're very welcome. How long have you been playing golf, Arthur?
I started about 5 years ago. When I came to Ireland, I started to play. I love golf at this moment. So most important for me is to be enjoyed, you know. Of course, I try to win.
And we have Arthur's opponent from Limerick. And your own strengths and weaknesses?
Driving with my strength, putting would be a weakness, I suppose.
Well, lads, you're very, very welcome to Carton House. Looking forward to today?
Yeah, without a doubt, yeah. Go out and hit a few balls and see how we get on, you know.
And your own strengths in terms of your own game?
Enjoy it, I think, really. It seems to be working best for me lately.
Try keep it on the chart stuff, that's all you can do.
Okay, so I'm speaking with the parents of Kevin, representing Galway from Kildare, and playing against a Kilkenny man, and I believe you have some Kilkenny affiliations yourself?
I was born in Kilkenny, so I'm a true Kilkenny cat.
But you'll support Galway today?
I'll have to change my allegiance today.
You're both very welcome, gentlemen. What are you hoping to achieve today? Obviously a win, but...
Just try it. Well, just play well. Just do your best, and hopefully if it's good enough, it's good enough. If not, and that's may the best man win.
I was hoping to get match to match, but today I'm going to have hole to hole now.
Good. So you've been working with your psychologist?
Well, that's it, yeah.
If I can hit it down the middle, I'm short, but if I can hit it down the middle, I'm happy. But I don't mind losing if I play well.
We may not be shaking hands afterwards.
Okay. You tried to qualify for this last year, Brian?
I played it last year and I got to the Sligo finals last year, and unfortunately I came second best, but this time around I've managed to progress this far, and looking forward to it now.
And Declan?
Yes.
First time round?
First time round, first time to enter.
Good.
Yeah, had a bit of a battle there getting through, a few tough games on the way. County final was a right good match now, enjoyed it, but lucky enough, got here for today now, so thrilled.
You're not playing the course today, you're playing your opponents.
Yeah.
It's a different game, you know, it's not stroke play.
Yeah.
But sure, look, we see what it shows up, yeah?
It was a big eye-opener last year now, different experience to what we're usually playing every week, so when the cameras are on, then that's when the pressure is on, I suppose, but hopefully we can do it a bit better this year.
And who's the team leader?
Noel is.
I'm supposed to be the team leader, but he's really.
Well, he's the oldest.
So hopefully, you'll negotiate today and onwards to next weekend.
Hopefully, we did it last year, so we're looking to go a step further this year. So,
fingers crossed now. Hopefully the golf will go well and I can book myself a spot.
This is our goal. Get here, go into the camera, feel the nerves, and then hopefully good game.
It's an experience that you'll never kind of get, like with all the TV cameras and the way it's all set up, like it's massive.
Yeah. I'm just up here now for the day. I'm going to enjoy it, save the ball, just play the golf, play the course, and don't worry about whatever else happens outside of that. Like, so, yeah.
He's not saying that. Like, he's here to win, and hopefully we'll be here next weekend.
Day one matches are underway. Conditions are absolutely ideal. Perfect greens and fairways. Not a breath of wind out there. Everyone keen to get that first win, stay in this competition. John McHenry caught up with some of the early winners this morning.
Alex, congratulations. A great win. Yeah, and David, hard luck. Hard luck. You were a bit unlucky there down the last hole there with you catching that bunker.
Yeah, I hit a lovely 3-wood. I thought I was sailing over it, but just caught it. Caught the lip.
And the bunkers here are particularly difficult because they're very, very deep.
Yeah, the arts, it was almost like a pop bunker. I had no shot really out of it, so I should have taken my medicine. I got too greedy.
And what have you learned from today?
Not to go in the bunkers, first of all. The greens are fast, just getting the pace of the greens early on. Yeah, I know it's a great course. Like, it's a pleasure to play it.
So you'll head back home now, and you'll start working on a few things for next week.
Short putt, 2-footers.
Well, listen, somebody had to win, and somebody had to lose. Unfortunately, please God, next year.
We'll be back next year.
Good stuff. Well, Peter, Leitrim Roscommon prevailed.
Yeah.
You had a slow start and you rallied hard.
I did a very slow start. Ginny played very well, and I was trying to guide the ball a little bit at the start. You know what I mean? And but came back into it, and I got the breaks. I got some very good lucky breaks. Unfortunately, didn't. Great player, great swinger of the ball, and I got some ridiculous putts as well, which I wouldn't normally get.
Played solid golf. Got off to a good start. Played fairly solid. Just kept it going, kept the head down and kept going. Yeah.
And Brian, I know you had major ambitions there to try and push on from last year.
Yeah,
it just
didn't happen for me. Unfortunately, the first few holes, I gave Declan a nice start, and he never gave me a chance to recoup the loss. I was 3 down after 3, and he held that for the whole way around. And unfortunately, I went for broke on the 15th there, and the water decided I needed to grab it, and we ended up shaking hands and saying, look, thanks very much and the best of luck to Declan in the next round.
And a win for Kerry over Waterford. Joe, you made that difficult for yourself, and at the same time, it was a great win because it was against very, very tough opposition.
Yeah, it was indeed. Kieran played Anthony played outstanding stuff, in fairness, all the way through. Got off to a great start. I think he was 3 up after 6, and he was playing brilliant. I think he was 1 over for the back 9 or for the front 9.
I missed a few key chances coming in, and that was the cost of it, really.
Congratulations, and hopefully now you can push on now and do Anthony a bit of justice and keep going. Keep flying that Killarney flag.
We will indeed, we'll do our best.
And a great win for Wexford today. Congratulations, lads. Malachy and Brian.
Yeah, everything went well today, thank God. A couple of putts dropped for us, hit the ball well and took our chances when we had them. So fair play to the 2 lads from Louth there, Michael and Noel. Put up a great fight against us now, made us make birdies to win the match, but we struggled on, but hopefully now next Saturday I can do a small bit better.
Malachy, were you just literally jumping on board and just riding it?
Today was my A day. This is my day, actually. Brian came in for a couple of holes. He wasn't too bad. No. He got the odd birdie, but I made it look easy for him.
Struggling a little bit at the moment, guys. You've got an uphill battle now over the last few holes. How are you going to overcome this 2-hole deficit?
Hopefully hold a few putts, because at the moment we haven't holed too many. So as I say, we still have a fighting chance.
It's a bit scrappy, to say the least.
Try and hold it all together. Yeah. Two up now, but the lads have a few shots, so.
Yeah, that's the great thing about this format. The lad have shots coming in, so we'll have to just try and keep the pressure on.
So you're going to have to work hard and try and keep the pressure on while and hopefully absorb those shots. Well, the very best of luck.
Thanks very much.
Keep going and enjoy.
Wicklow's David Tracy trying to close out the match on 16. Needs to find this green, and he does that beautifully well. 2 putts, cap in hand, and they're through to the next round. Gordon McBride brothers from Fermanagh flying the flag again this year, trying to keep their match alive. He'll take 2 putts from there. But we've had a result in the Laois Antrim game, and John McHenry is down with the winners.
I'm here with the victorious Laois team, Gareth Keogh and Jamie Kavanagh, who beat Antrim. Well done, guys. That was a fairly comprehensive win.
Yeah, it was. Suppose we got up early on. We were 5 up after 7 or 8. We got lucky early on, 1 or 2 putts, and the lads were lipping out. That was the difference. They got no luck early on, and we just kept ahead with the chances. So we're back on 14 or 15 to wrap it up, and like match play, you never get it finished early enough. So we got it down as far as here, and we parred there to get away with a win. So
it didn't go your ways today, guys. You got into a spot of bother very early on, got down by a significant amount, and unfortunately just couldn't claw your way back.
No, we tried our best, but they were good golfers now. They didn't make many mistakes. There's just a few putts we missed out. We weren't behind that much. There was very little on some of the holes up to 9. It looked worse than it was.
Well, that's what they actually said themselves, that they got lucky in a couple, you just missed a couple of putts and suddenly things swung very quickly.
But we pulled it back there. We kept it going as long as we could, but it was very enjoyable. Of course, in great shape, and it was well run, it was good, well organised, so we'll maybe try it again next year.
Great.
This Fermanagh trying to keep the match alive on 17, but it wasn't to be, and John's down with the winners.
I'm with the victorious Mayo team of Shane Quigley and Mick Kilcourse. That was a big win. These guys were heavily favoured, going out. A lot of talk about them, and you guys stuck to your guns very early on. You got ahead, and you stayed ahead.
We got 2 up early on, and they clawed us back. We got birdies on 6 and 7 that got back to 2 up again, and coming down the stretch there, it was really tough. I think it was par golf from the 11th in, and a birdie there to finish it on the end. So they really put it up to us. They played in this last year as well. So they knew what it was all about and meant a lot to them, but just great to win.
Certainly there'll have to be 2 of us involved next week, because there was only 1 of us involved today, in fairness. Shane played superb golf on the back nine. I gave him no help. But look, we're over the line and we're here next weekend, and it's a different game. We'll take it from there. We know the place pretty well. We were here very recently for the All-Ireland's Cups and Shields. So, we'll take next week on its merits, and we'll see what comes out the gate.
Great win there for Mayo over Fermanagh in the 4-ball section. And good wins in the singles for Wicklow. Tipperary over Clare. Cork, tight game. Tight win over Armagh. Fermanagh over Longford at the bottom game. Good wins for Dublin North over Kilkenny. Wicklow through again on the other side over Meath. Disappointment for Antrim over Laois. And we'll be back after the break for last 16 action, the Irish Open match play. Welcome back to day 2 of the Irish Open match play. Inclement weather this morning has greeted the players as they get ready to try and make it to the afternoon and stay in this competition. Little limbering up there adds to the tension. Final prep before this last 16 match. John McHenry has caught up with a few of the players. See how they're feeling.
Well, guys, it's different conditions to last week. The rain is down today. What sort of a difference will that make to your game plan for today?
Well, not a hell of a lot, I suppose. The ball's going to travel a bit shorter. Need to be more accurate now today. Hopefully it won't be too greasy out there. Hopefully it won't skid.
Yeah, and two rounds today. Hopefully we'll see you this afternoon again.
Fingers crossed. I hope to be here tomorrow evening as well. So
that's great. Well,
bit of luck and a few good swings. We should get there hopefully.
I'm with the Carlow representative, Ray O'Neill. You're very welcome, Ray.
Thank you.
Obviously now we're into the cutting edge of things. Two rounds today, 2 rounds tomorrow. Hopefully, How's your game at the moment? How do you feel about the next few days?
I'm hitting the ball well. Just hopefully the weather stays better than this anyway.
What do you think of the course? I mean, what's your assessment of the golf course?
The course is in lovely condition, so it is. It's long, hilly, so it's about who can last, kind of the endurance in that as well. Yeah. Plays a big part in it, but we'll see how it goes anyway.
Yeah. So I'm with the Donegal and the Galway team. You're very welcome, guys.
Thank you, John.
You're familiar with each other, I believe, from last week?
Yeah, we met the two Donegal lads when we arrived here the last day. They gave us a good welcome and took a keen interest in us as well.
Did they?
Yeah. So we
and they pointed out very quickly that they were only one over after they closed out the match the last day.
Yeah, they think they have a sight, but today is a different day.
Both teams will be looking to do today is try and get off to some sort of good start anyhow and keep it moving from there. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on today's round?
Probably the ball, the putts will probably stay a little bit truer. They won't be breaking as much as they were last round. And from what we worked out in the practice range, if you catch it anywhere fat, it doesn't go anywhere.
Just hit it hard and putt well.
Okay. So, Michael, last time we left here, you were saying you need to work on your game.
We didn't have a great day last week, no, right? But thankfully we had a man on form with Shane, so I think we'll have to, as a unit, we'll have to be a little bit better today now. So we'll only get away with one of us for so long, you know. But hopefully now we'll. So look at.
And Shane, what have you been saying to him during the week in terms of getting his act together?
Not really. We pulled a stroke from when we were here for the Cups and Shields finals. Ballybunion pulled on us. We've got a local caddy just to help us with the greens. Because it was probably the one area that we just weren't top notch on last week, just reading the greens. So we've a young man here who plays off scratcher one, so hoping he can help us out and just keep the ball in play and just try and play par golf. That's all you can do.
Andrew, we're into day two of this event now, and we're at the cutting edge because the winner's going to be decided tomorrow. But you can see already that guys are getting a little more tense, a little keener, and there's a prize to be won.
Yeah, absolutely. The guys are really up for it this morning, you know. We arrived up here this morning in the dark, and as we walked in the door, the first competitor was arriving also. So actually, he was out on the putting green this morning with his caddy holding an iPhone as a light. So it was unusual to see, but that just shows you the level of intensity that these guys are bringing here to Carton House today.
What are your thoughts about moving forward, and how would you like to try and get sponsors to come in behind you to try and help support you?
Well, we're trying to be very proactive with the way we've run the competition. Last year was our first year. This year we've increased our prize fund to over €12,000. At the moment we are currently looking for sponsorship. I think everybody's looking for sponsorship, but I think in order for golf to develop and for us to get the competition really to where we want it to be, we would really like a sponsor to come on board. The slots that Setanta will be providing, if you were to buy those slots from an advertiser's point of view, it would cost you thousands. I think it's a great opportunity for somebody to come in on the back of something like this.
Second shot on 13 for Pat Ryan, the pensioner from Tipperary, defying his age in this tough battle with Tommy Dixon from Wexford. Pat certainly giving it his all.
So I think one of the beautiful things you see about this game is that here you have Tipperary against Wexford, and you have Pat, who's approximately 65 odd years of age, and you've got a much younger Wexford man, and yet they're able to compete with each other with handicaps. And the beauty about the Irish Matchplay event is that handicaps makes the difference. And so you have experience versus youth, and it's a wonderful battle. But what's nicest of all about it is that there's great camaraderie. Pat, you let one slip there. We were admiring the way you were managing your round, and the fact that it was old against young. You're conceding about 50 or 60 yards off the tee box. But the beauty about this event is that you've got a handicap to compensate, and you seem to be managing your round beautifully, except for that little slip up there.
Well, I'm playing against a 4 handicap who was playing exceptionally good golf and off the tee. And when you're playing a man of his capabilities, and he's not up a 4 for nothing, that tendency to lift your game.
He keeps it in play, very straight, and around the green very tidy, and that's
a lot of it can be won and lost on the greens here. That was a little slip up, but you were getting long ones on the last few holes too to keep the match going. Like, and he's tidy enough now, I have to say.
Alexander Hamilton here being squeezed by Richard Dagenham on 15. And that's come up short in the water. And this is how Richard sealed the deal here. Beautiful shot on 15, which helped to close out his match. And John caught up with him just at the back of 16. Beautiful setting.
Richard Dignam representing Wicklow, congratulations. First man into the quarterfinals of the Irish Open Matchplay Championship. You had hard work there at the very end, but I'm sure you're delighted to be in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, delighted to be in the quarterfinals. Yeah, he was a good golfer. And had his girlfriend caddying him, and it was a bit of crack, so it was all good. It was good to get the win.
Yeah.
Very happy.
And how did you play today? Was it just solid golf all the way around?
Very solid. I was in the fairway all the time, and because from last week actually the rough is because of a bit of rain last night. The rough is it's quite soggy now, so you're getting soggy lies. So it's better to be in the fairways, and I was in the fairways most of the day, so it was good.
Glorious touch here on 16 from the evergreen Pat Ryan. Ooh, a little noisy. Nice finish there for Declan.
That was a great win over Leitrim Roscommon today.
Yeah, look, it was a right ding-dong battle at the front nine. There wasn't a whole lot in the front nine. I birdied 11, got great momentum off the birdie. Won both 13 and 14. Just kept it going, got 2 ahead at that stage. It was a critical stage to go ahead. Played good golf at the back nine. Played very, very solid. But yeah, look, delighted with it now. Through to the next round.
Glorious shot in here on 16 for Joe Kennedy. One of the shots of the day. Keep his match alive. And he taps in for 3 after a sluggish first putt. And you would have to say the win of the tie really is Darren Burns, who's taken out Ray O'Neill. Much fancied player from Carlow. And he hasn't had enough. He's having another go. Keep up the practice for this afternoon.
Okay, not biased at all, but a great win for Cork there, Darren. Congratulations.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, played very well.
I didn't play bad, no. It's the most intense game of golf I've ever had, to be honest. Yeah. He was. I couldn't afford to make any mistakes against him. He's an unbelievable golfer. Look, I suppose a bit of luck went my way on the day, and when it mattered, I got the ball into the hole. So look, we'll take it.
Harry Cal on 12. And holds out nicely to stay in the driving seat. This is Tommy Lawless from Mayo. That sees him sneak past Joe Kennedy on the final green. ...2014 was a great year for Liam Hayes. He was our singles champion, but unfortunately injury has prevented him playing again this year, and he had a great tussle last year, winning on 15 against Wicklow's Joe Dempsey, and he enjoyed it so much he came back this year to see a little bit of the action, and John McHenry caught up with him.
And we're here now with Liam Hayes, who won the singles event this last year. Liam, you're not here this year, unfortunately, due to injury.
Yeah, I've had a couple of injuries at the start of the year, stopped me from playing golf, but what better way than to come out in an October day in Carton House and support all the competitors from the 32 counties trying to vie for the title of Irish Open Matchplay champion.
And it is a big title, I think that I've just been talking to a lot of the players here, and certainly now as it's beginning to warm up, you can see how excited they are about the possibility of actually winning this title.
Yeah, look, everybody who's here is a winner. They've all won out of their counties, and they're representing their county here at Carton House, and it's a premier venue. Pros have played here, and amateurs just looking for a good match play battle down the stretch. And we have a couple of matches coming down the stretch behind us, and there's some great golf being played out there. So, for anyone who's sitting at home in an October weekend, come out and support the guys at the Irish Open Matchplay. They do a great job.
And there was a great tussle between Kerry and Mayo. Just like the football, right down to the wire, down to the final green. Kerry just came out victorious in the end. Clutch putt here on 18. Little bit of right to left. No mistake.
Well done, guys. Kerry, right through to the quarterfinals now. Huh? You made life very, very difficult for yourselves, lads.
There was only one playing, that's why.
Look, I told you already from the start, he's English, and sometimes when we're playing Irish fellas, I want them to win so he can lose.
But you know the most amazing thing, for guys who obviously don't get along, the amount of debate she had out on that golf course was remarkable.
He's got a lovely voice. We're just delighted to be through. Look.
Absolutely, yeah.
The two guys,
that was a tough match.
Yeah, the two guys were playing, two fellas from Mayo Castle Bar, lovely fellas, pure gentlemen, with a lovely round of golf, and that's what it's all about.
Jerry Kelly from Down. 2 putts here for the half. No mistake. Tricky bunker shot here, not a lot of green to work with. And the shot of the day, David Pilkington from 245. Ooh, a little bit of help off the rocks, but we won't say anything. Come on. Oh, cushions up. Beautiful. Just a little tap in for Eagle 3. First look at Brendan McGrath from Donegal. Good solid contact on 16. Should find the green. Yeah, no worries there. Closes out the match for Donegal. Kevin McLaughlin out of position on 16. Trying to save his par. Oh, he's played it beautifully. And in you go. And that'll close out his match. What a way to finish. Smiles all round. Maybe a little apology too.
That was a great game, guys, and that was a wonderful chip in there in the last hole to win it, Kevin.
Yeah, thanks very much. I needed it after the first one. The first one was the bad lie and just didn't catch it right.
We won't talk about the first one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what first one? Yeah. But no, it was a great game, and the lads really put it up to us. And it's tough playing 2 rounds in one day. It's tough going. So
yeah. And a case of a couple of missed chances.
Yeah, we got a slow start. We were 4 down early. The pair of lads played very, very well. Very hard to get them back after that.
Yeah.
They totally deserved it. A better team won.
Yeah. And guys, you guys, well done anyway, and looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a real last minute thing as well. Himself just decided to put us put our names forward for it. So to get this far now, we're absolutely chuffed.
Back to the action now. Kildare trying to stay alive on 16. And it looks like it could be Down's day. Jerry Kelly and William McClement. And this is William with his lovely pink ball. And in she goes.
It was a tough way to go. You know, we tried our best. We had a good run, but at the end of the day, it just weren't good enough.
You just seem to let them off the hook a little bit early on, you know, you let them get a couple ahead of you, and
Yeah, well,
it's difficult to peg them back then, isn't it?
It is. Well, we thought it's weird. We thought we were sunk early, and the lads got 3 up, and then we won 4 on the bounce. We actually got back to 1 up, and then we were just poor on the greens at key times. Took a couple of 3 putts, and just didn't have the killer instinct. I suppose we ran out of steam, and then Jerry had a lot of shots coming in, so we just couldn't get clawed back.
We played several matches, but that is as hard as it comes. We're 3 up at one stage, and they won 4 holes in a row and went to 1 up, and then the back 9 was even Stevens. There's nothing else.
Well, I won't tell you what they were saying, but basically what they were saying was just that you're a very formidable combination. You have a number of shots, and you play very, very consistently, and you've got all the power, and you bring in an awful lot of finesse into it as well.
Yeah, I had a long ball on. Just like you say, if I have a bad hole, partner backs me up. Yeah. And then it's just how we're a good team.
Good team, good team.
And you might show us your golf ball. Why the colour?
Because my eyesight's bad.
Kerry and Leash right down to the wire. He's played a good bunker shot here, which helped him set up his par. And Leash are going to have to hold this to stay in the match, and the Kerry fellas can't even watch. And it's Kerry to the semis.
So tomorrow, you're semi-finals. A day down now, 1 more day to go.
Yes.
A long day ahead of you.
Yeah.
Start at 7 o'clock or 7:30 in the morning. Are you going to be good boys? You're going to look after yourselves and give yourself every opportunity to win this thing tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't think it's possible for me to be a good boy.
Okay, well, try your best tonight, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
It's been a long day. It's been a fun journey. Yeah, we're too tired to do anything.
We're
anyway.
too tired and too old.
Too old, that's
We'd
definitely.
like to thank ibuprofen and paracetamol for the success.
So that's how the quarterfinals shaped up. And the 4 balls too. So it's semi-final day tomorrow. And here we are. Still all to play for at the Irish Open Matchplay.
Gentlemen, your semi-final stage, all about winning now today and closing the job out hopefully this afternoon.
Sure, we'll go out and we'll do our best anyway, and best man win anyway.
Yeah.
It's great to be here. People I've met so far, they're all A1, and I've no doubt the men I'm going playing against now is okay too. Galway men. They're hard to beat in the hurling, but as ever, we'll have a go at him anyway. And as you said, John, the best man jumped the ditch.
Yeah.
Thrilled to be here, it's great. Another day out, it's a bonus territory now at this stage. So great to be here, and we're very lucky with the weather today. So looking forward to getting out and getting going now again today.
We haven't been playing our best golf, but we've been coming into holes when one guy is out, the other guy is in. So, and that, from that point of view, it has been working well.
I think course management as well is vital here, you know. You can't just get up and hit a ball. You have to kind of say, well, okay, will I have a second shot if I hit this one into such a position? I think that's important. Patience and course management.
Wise words there from the Galway men. And they'll face Kevin McLaughlin here, trying to get his match underway. A couple of practice swings. Release a bit of tension.
He himself only recently joined. I was able to convince him to join Beach Park, so we've been playing probably the whole summer, like on a Saturday or Sunday, just tipping away. And then I said yesterday himself convinced me to get in on this action. So I'm delighted he did, and he's actually won the singles at South Dublin as well. So you had to make a big choice, so I think he's chosen wisely.
I suppose the two of us have done very well. We've dovetailed very well, and we've kind of come in when we needed to. If someone's having a bad hole, Harry would step up, or if he's not doing well, then I've been lucky enough to have a good hole that hole. So, you know, hopefully it keeps going.
Yeah, I think we're very good. Like I say, if he's a bad hole, I'll back him up. And if I have a bad hole, he has my back covered. takes a bit of luck as well to win a few holes. So
Absolutely.
hopefully the luck's on our side.
I think what it does, this competition brings people who are passionate about golf, really passionate about golf together, and that's what I see with all the groups we've played in the getting out of Kerry. The guys who we've played, they love the game, and it's other than your club competitions, it's great to go out there and play people from other courses and other counties.
On the move this morning in the singles and four balls. And this is Galway. First up. Just missing to the left there against Tip. Good action. Just a little shy. Greens still look fabulous. Perfect putting surfaces. Not bad from there. Putting it back up the hill. He likes those bunkers. Practice makes perfect. It's those crucial putts at this stage. That'll do nicely. Probably would have been given that one yesterday, but not today. And that's the best we've seen this morning in there. Beautiful shot. A little bit gentle from Jerry. Jerry trying to make up for a slow pitch. Just misses that on the low side. Back to William. They've had enough of the pink there. Yeah, nicely holed. There's a little bit of movement on that. Nice putt there for Andrew Cook. Quick start for Kerry. 2 up after 4. We move on to the 9th. Halfway stage. And it's quite tight. Well, that's a super shot from the bunker there. A little bit too much spin. Oh, the head was up. Pushed a little to the right. Disappointing putt there. Up on 9 again, a Donegal Westmeath game. Beautiful shot in there from Donegal. And a great response from Westmeath. Opens the door and he closes the door. And it's tension 2 in the 4-ball with Galway. Beautiful first putt there. That'll be conceded. Tough shot here on 9 for Devane from Kerry. Trying to stay 1 up. And that is a super shot. Leaves him just under the hole. Another interested spectator. Jerry Kelly from down, trying to respond, and he does. They're just peppering the flag here on 9. Beautiful shot there. Devane rolls it in. What a wonderful birdie. And well responded from Downs. Jerry Kelly. He had a little peek there, didn't he? Brendan McGrath in control here on 16. Beautiful shot. Pressure on Declan Mullally. Needs to respond. And it's not going to be good enough. And Brendan McGrath will tap this in. First guy in the final this afternoon.
You were in a little bit of trouble early on, but you played really solidly and a very deserved victory, 3-2.
Yes, I woke up a bit in the back nine. I was 3 down after 3, but I came good in the end, so I'm delighted with the win.
And it's a good golf course. You're a very good golfer. You play off 5 handicap. It probably suits your eye, but more importantly, there's a lot of strategy required out there.
Yeah, well, I think at the end of the day, it's all down to putting, because it's pretty open. So he put it well earlier on, and then I put it well at the end of the round, so that is the difference.
Kevin McLaughlin from Dublin South. Partner Harry Cowell trying to close out this game. Beautiful shot on 15. But Galway aren't going to give up. Trying to hang in there. It's good contact and a good response. This from McLaughlin. It's nicely holed. That's a beautiful shot in there. Can Galway respond? That's the big thing. Pressure really on now. First job is carry the water. Splash goes the dream. Splash again for Broderick. And it's Dublin South over Galway.
I can't believe it, to be honest with you. Like, never in a million years did I imagine getting this far. And like, whatever happens now is just an absolute bonus. Like, it's just a privilege to be here at this stage now.
I haven't had much success in golf the last few years, so fair play to him for dragging me into this. And as you said, whatever happens now is a bonus.
Jerry Kelly trying to keep the match alive for Dan. And it's not to be, and Kerry advanced to the final this afternoon.
We got up and they just kept coming back at us and coming back at us. We seem to want to making it really difficult. We like the 18th. It worked out in the end, and we're just delighted, aren't we?
Well, it was all me really towards the end. You know, in fairness. But no, honestly, I know we argue all the time. There's no hassle with that. We'll kiss and make up.
No, we don't.
I wonder if we lost today, going down the car would have been very, very cold.
So Pat Ryan from Tipperary will play Brendan McGrath from Donegal in this afternoon's final in the singles. And it's going to be Kerry versus Dublin South in the 4 balls. What a battle that will be. First 2 nerves in the final. Dublin versus Kerry. And all these boys are ready for action. Maybe his final nerves. A little bit of a duff there. Just slides by. Beautiful bunker shot there. Devane from Kerry. And it's match from the Dublin South team. Cook holds out for Kerry to go 3 up after 5. He's got a Sunday red on. Cook's putter continues to stay hot. He rolls another one in. They're dovetailing beautifully. Miscue for McLaughlin on 6. I think the wind's caught that.
This way. Yeah? As long as it's not near the hole. I'd put a tee down here, John.
Yeah. And you drop in between those two now.
Crucial hole here really on 6. Kerry have made a fast start.
Happy.
Good swing there. Beautiful shot in there from Cook.
Ooh.
Can Dublin South respond? They certainly can. Another birdie for Kerry. Followed in from Dublin South. Back to the singles action. On 14. McGrath from Donegal. Pat Ryan from Tipperary. Just leaves it short. Pat Ryan in complete control here. 3 up on 15. But it's going to be short in the water. Opens the door for McGrath. And he responds with a solid shot on the green. Reduce the deficit. Suppose if you have to, you take them. Well done, Brendan. Inviting 16th hole. Trying to get another one back. Yeah, it's safely on. Oh, it's a messy one for Pat. Tiredness setting in, maybe. And that's a beautiful little touch from Pat Ryan. This to stay alive. And it slides by. And this for Pat Ryan to become the 2015 Irish Open Matchplay champion. And in she goes.
Great victory, Pat, for Tipperary over Donegal. It was a tough match, and you made life difficult for yourself down this closing stretch.
Well, it was, because I had a little terrier of a Donegal man right behind my heels, and he was playing mighty stuff. And there was at least 3 holes, and the ball lipped out on the hole. It would have been a win for him. And he'd be standing here now, not me, but that's the way, that's golf.
Good timing, Pat, too, just to finish here when the rain comes, so thanks for that. He deserved to win. He played very well. The short game was very good. A worthy winner.
The 4-ball has seen Kerry get off to a fast start. 4 up early on. Dublin South battled back to level the match. Good approaches in here on 15. And that would end in half. Kerry snuck a win on 16 to see them 1 up playing 17. Great shot in there from Cook. Glorious bunker shot from Devane. This to square the match to go down 18. Just slides by in the right. Pressure cooker stuff for Devane. Oh, it just goes in. This to stay alive. Oh no. And that's it. Kerry are our champions.
Lads, well done. You did very, very well. That was a tough battle. You were well ahead, well in control, let it slip, and then clawed your way back again.
We didn't let it slip so much as they came at us with a barrage of birdies. And I fair plays to the lads. They played very, very well in that little stretch there. They went basically birdie, birdie, birdie.
Anyone who's looking at this should play in this competition, because it's really, really great fun.
If you're serious about golf and you love your golf and you want to test yourself, sign up and come and join in. We didn't realise how much fun we would have, and it's been a great journey.
Guys, that was a tough game, and unfortunately it just didn't happen in the end for you.
Yeah. Yeah, look, we had a nervy start, you know. We were 4 down after 5, I think. And, like, I suppose just testament to Harry and to just everything we've said all throughout is just keep going, just win one hole and just one hole and one hole. And we did well to claw the lads back. I think experience kind of showed in the end that they're 2 great lads from a great golf club, and you know, they were better than us on throughout the round, so no complaints.
Harry, a good experience?
Yeah, I have to say great experience, particularly just when you're 4 down. You know, the game gets an awful lot harder. So when it was a great experience in terms of as long as you can count on your partner to crawl your way back into it. It's good to know you can rely on someone, and then he raises your game, and then all of a sudden you find yourself finding your own game, and then bit by bit you get back into it. But we really need our A game out there today. It wasn't there, and the lads were really on it, and I don't really mind losing to 2 good guys like that.
And it was a great win in the 4-ball for Andrew Cook and Vernon Devane. And our singles winner from Tipperary, Pat Ryan.
This competition, everybody associated with it, the players that we played against, the camaraderie and the sportsmanship that we all played in, that's the way golf should be played.
We really enjoyed ourselves. We kept playing all year for this, and it's just brilliant. Course, of course, is absolutely terrific. And there's nothing else I can really say. We just had a great time.
It's been a great event, and I mean, I think hats off first off to Andy for kind of, you know, initiating this last year, and then he came to us and asked us would we be involved, and we were delighted to, and then again we were delighted to do it this year. It's a great event. It seems to be well, you know, it's well supported throughout the country, and I think it's only going to get bigger and bigger.
I mean, we're delighted that the event is here at Carton. I mean, it is the home of the GUI. It's a great place for the amateurs to go out there and do it like the pros. We show the Masters, we show the British Open, but this is something different. This is a local level, and it's very much the way Setanta does things.
So that's a wrap for the 2015 Irish Open Matchplay. Great wins for Tip and Kerry. Entries are now open for 2016, so don't forget to book your spot at irishopenmatchplay.ie.